Hi Taurus, Scottish Gypsy here to do your fortnightly tarot and oracle reading. When I was pre-shuffling all of the oracles and tarot, two cards came out. One said New Moon in Cancer, relax, and the Four of Swords. Two very similar themes, Taurus. I really feel that the universe is telling us to slow down, to chill out, just to relax at the moment. I don't know if you've been overdoing it or there's something around your nervous system or your emotions at this time, but those cards are pretty clear indicators, Taurus, too, is that we're needing to just stop and smell the roses, have an nap, chill out, relax, and embrace that energy. We'll see why that came through the pre-shuffle as we start. Now, if you don't know, Taurus, my name is Karen, and I post full comprehensive readings every 2 weeks. Without further ado, let us begin. All right, Taurus, we're going to start with the Butterfly Spirit Oracle deck. Beautiful deck, and I can tell Taurus, we've got at the bottom of the deck quiet. So look at that synchronicity around Four of Swords, rest and rejuvenation, New Moon in Cancer, relax, and now the quiet card. I really feel like the universe wants you to embrace that energy and to slow down at the moment. All right, Taurus, which is interesting because I feel like the energy's just picked up as we've entered into the year of the fire horse. Okay, Taurus. One more shuffle, please. Okay, we've got two cards that are sticking to my hand. Taurus, they're really nice. I've got a fresh start, which is a number 1, and it came out with the wishes granted card. I don't know. I really feel like you're coming into an exciting time here, Taurus. We are entering a 1 year in numerology, which is significant. And I really feel like this year you might be getting something that you truly desire here, Taurus. I don't feel like this is, something necessarily in the next 2 weeks. This feels bigger to me. This feels something that's going to be happening this year. Like it's your opportunity for a fresh start and something to manifest. So definitely make that wish. You've got the genie and the lamp energy showing up. So I really like that for you. Bottom of the deck, I do have a growing money tree. So I don't know if some of you are putting money aside, you're focusing on your savings, or perhaps your earnings have increased here, Taurus, but let's get one more. Taurus, you might be meeting your match, Taurus. We've got the Strength card, number 9, but if you look at the illustration, because you might be listening to this and not actually watching the screen, but you can see a man and a woman doing an arm wrestle. So perhaps that is part of your wishes granted here, Taurus. You might be meeting someone and it's like an equally yoked, okay? You might have a bit of fun with this person. You both might be quite competitive. Now, if that's not relevant to you here, it is the energy of strength being a focus this year. Let's work with the next oracle, Taurus. Oh, wow, there's a story here. Look at this. All very connected, Taurus. Some of you could be falling in love this year. I've got healing the heart, great big love, and broken open. So if any of you have been, that rest and recovery or rest and rejuvenation, Four of Swords, has been healing from heartbreak, this is a really nice indication that this year is a year when your heart might be starting to heal. Now, we do have great big love as a focus. Now, this could be something that you love this year. There could be a blessing coming through this year with the wishes granted. Some of you could be meeting your great love, okay, because I really was picking up that energy. So some of you, if you're open to falling in love, this could be, and I keep saying year. I really don't feel this is necessarily imminent with that one fresh start. I feel like this is this year. So great big love or feeling that sense of joy, healing, and happiness. Broken open. So perhaps, there could be something happening or a connection that really does open up your heart again and wakes it up, okay? There could be a healing energy. But I'm going to shuffle. All right, if I sound a little, I'm not sick, Taurus. I think I've not drank enough water. I did a really big run in the heat today and I feel a little dehydrated, so I'll get some water after this reading. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, one more. Okay, the card stuck to my hand, a merry motive. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have time machine. We are entering Mercury retrograde this week, okay? And the full moon eclipse coming up, it can be opportunities to revisit the past. It can be a second chance energy. You know, I do feel someone has good intentions, a merry motive, a happy motive here is what I'm picking up. No time machine. It could be something around divine timing. There could be a quantum leap forward here, Taurus, but some of you could be wanting to go back in time. There could be an opportunity to revisit something here. Let's see, Taurus. Oh, Taurus. Okay, I'm awake. And now we have the storyteller. So beautiful. Do you have a story to tell, Taurus? Is it time to put ink on the paper? It's interesting because that was one of my goals for this year, because I've had, like, you know, this desire to author a book, even if I only self-publish it. And just all the things that I've learned on this journey of life, and particularly around the importance of raising your vibration. But we've got here, definitely, we've got a quill, we've got a book, we've got ink. So there is a story to tell. Interesting. So let me know in the comments if some of you are planning on writing a book, or some of you, I mean, there could be a book of fiction here that you might have a desire to write. Very nice. Let's get one more, please, Taurus. And now we have tender embrace. Look at these two beautiful elephants. I'm telling you now, if you are single or you're in a relationship, there's really nice energy for a lot of love, a lot of healing. These beautiful elephants, right? There's a beautiful tender embrace. Both very strong creatures, very loving. Even then, you can pick up the equally yoked strength card with these two people arm wrestling. So some of you definitely could be meeting someone this year. Or some of you could be revisiting the past as well. I'm picking up. Bottom of the deck, we've got focus on the positive, new moon in Sagittarius. So there could be a new beginning connected to Cancer from the pre-shuffle, or Sagittarius is also at the bottom of the deck. So those signs could be significant. Now, Sagittarian energy really does for me connect to travel, to study, to the, you know, expanding your horizons and new adventures. So I really feel like this year, maybe your mindset has shifted. Maybe your heart is starting to heal. Maybe you are getting more positive about your life, which is a really important way to raise your vibration, Taurus. Okay, let's see what's going to come out of this deck. Now, Taurus, if you're enjoying this reading today, can I ask that you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and also subscribe. It really does support me in growing the channel. Okay, Taurus. Two more. One more. Cards are sticking to my hand today. So believe in your good luck. First quarter moon in Sagittarius. So more of that energy coming through. So definitely think it's a time of expansion and growth. I'm also connecting to the Wheel of Fortune for you here, Taurus, with the good luck. And it's funny, in my own personal readings, I keep pulling the good fortune, invite the magic in. I keep pulling the Wheel of Fortune. So, and I'm a Taurus sun. So there is something about, you know, luck favoring us at the moment, entering a lucky time. And our positive mindset for me is what's really raising the vibration. And it can talk about when your mindset's right, Taurus, your power of manifestation and your power to attract what you desire in your life is so much more powerful. So definitely a time to be positive and believe in your good luck. All right, Taurus. Now we have let your fears dissolve. More Cancer energy, full moon in Cancer. Now Cancer can connect to family, relationships, home vibes. So if you've been worrying about anyone in your family here, I definitely feel there is a beautiful chapter opening up here in terms of relationships, love, and family. And they're saying, let your fears dissolve. So stay positive. One more, please, Taurus. We've got reflect on your priorities. Last quarter moon in Aquarius. Perhaps there's been a shift here, Taurus, and you've made some changes and adjusted your priorities. For example, I've come into this year, and a lot of people have been asking me in the comments saying that I look better, I look different. What have I done? Honestly, I had a really tough last 6 months of the year with my health, and I've made changes, really positive changes, and I'm starting to feel my vibration rise again. I'm running, I'm sleeping 8 hours a night, I'm eating really healthy food, I'm making more time for fun and balance in my life, Taurus, and I have absolutely reflected and adjusted my priorities and started to really prioritize self as well. So perhaps some of you are still in that contemplation of making a change, or perhaps some of you like me have already made some positive changes and it's starting to raise your vibration and your mindset. I have got the bottom of the deck, work through your feelings. Okay, and it feels like it's connected to your priorities. So trust that inner knowing, that intuition. If there is something out of whack or something that you're needing to shift in your life here, Taurus, lean into that. Let's work with some tarot, death card. Yep, positive change. Scorpionic energy is about going deep. So perhaps you have been going deep about something in your life here, Taurus, and you have decided that it's time to make a change. You know, the death card, people get frightened when they see it. It doesn't mean, you know, death per se. It's about the metamorphosis, the transformation, the transmuting of the energy, letting things exit our life if they need to. So some of you could be cutting ties with people, situations, things that no longer serve you. For some of you, it's an inner change, okay? It is around your mindset and your emotions and being more positive here, Taurus. So some of you could have a strong Scorpio placement. For example, I'm a Scorpio rising. With that being said, Taurus, don't forget to check your sun, moon, and rising. That way you'll get a nice rounded view of what's going on. But also you might find in a particular week, one of your placements will resonate more. One more, please. Okie dokie, Taurus. We've got 5 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Let's see. King of Pentacles. It's funny, I had a different tarot deck when I started, and I just had the image of this deck and I went and changed it last minute. Look how gold that is. I mean, it screams opulence, it screams Taurine energy, it screams prosperity, success, abundance. Now, whether you're a man or a woman, this is just about, you know, someone being at the top of their game, right? They've gone through that level of mastery, from the page to the knight to the queen to the king, right? So it's not necessarily about gender, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is a person who has achieved a level of mastery over self and their life in general. So this can show up when we've made gains financially and things are really improving, we're in a strong position. It can be when we've really achieved a level of mastery in what we do for work, or whether it's investing or any area of like that. There's just success and mastery with the King of Pentacles. Okay, let's see, Taurus. Very strong, empowered energy, the 7 of Wands. Standing your ground, Taurus. Justice, Libra energy. Yeah, like I just feel that you're in this position at the moment, whether it's a lot of you, this is in the workplace, or a situation, it could be a legal situation for some of you that you're dealing with. Because 5 of Wands can be where you're up against it, right? Both of these are fire. Can be quite competitive. You know, you might feel that your position has been challenged at the moment with the 7 of Wands. So say, for example, you have recently been promoted at work or recently achieved some level of success. There could be some people around you that are giving you a bit of curry here, Taurus. Right? This can be competitive energy at work. This can be people arguing, fighting, disputing. So you could be in the thick of it here, Taurus, but you're in this really empowered energy of King of Pentacles and 7 of Wands. So there's a composure to you, Taurus, with the King of Pentacles, but there's also a sense of fight and strength and not backing down in the face of something. So this can be not backing down in the face of adversity or not backing down in the face of a challenge. And I can definitely relate to that in my workplace, so interested to know if you can. I really feel like your desire is to do the right thing, justice energy, to be just, to pursue just outcomes, fair outcomes, equitable. You might be standing up for what you believe is right here, Taurus, with this energy. Okay, there could be a situation in your life that you are not backing down because you believe it's the right thing. And that could be in the courtroom. That could be a dispute over a contract. That could be an issue at work, right? It can be all of those things, but your desire is to be empowered and to bring justice into play. Okay, let's get the next row. Taurus. Next 3, please, for Taurus. 2 more shuffles. 1 more shuffle. Okay, got 2 cards sticking to my hands. Yeah, there's something about this 5 of Wands. A lot of you, it's in the workplace. Okay, not everyone, but definitely for some of you. Now, I've got 5 of Wands, but in the middle, I've got the 8 of Swords. And let me get one more here, Taurus. 5 of Cups. So I'm seeing 2 5s in the reading. Now, if you don't know numerology, 5s really do connect to the energy of challenge, change, and resistance. You might be facing some resistance at the moment, some tension, some challenge, some things that you haven't overcome here, Taurus. But the King of Pentacles says you are in the strongest position to deal with whatever challenge, adversity, or resistance you're facing, because you've acquired the King of Pentacles in your lifetime. You have learnt, you have studied, you have grown, you have overcome challenges. So no matter what's going on, Taurus, I feel like you're needing to get out of your head and to trust yourself here. The 8 of Swords in the heart can be, you know, over-analyzing, overthinking, over-ruminating. Okay, so there could be some overthinking here, or your belief system is standing out for me here, Taurus, because they are telling you to let your fears dissolve, focus on the positive, and believe in your own good luck. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up here, is if there is any 8 of Swords moments, and that's what I'm leaning into, because we're not perfect, right? Like most days, I've got a very strong, empowered mindset, but like any human being on this earth, there are some days that my mind gets the better of me. And this is all this is. It's just a reflection. And this is why tarot is so powerful. It can be when we need to catch ourselves in the moment if we don't yet have that self-awareness that it's our own mind that might be creating the resistance or our own undoing at the moment. So something about letting go of a limiting belief, or, you know, stop overthinking something and trust that you have the ability to deal with the situation here and to bring justice into play. So definitely there could be some challenges. You know, 5 of Cups at its worst can be grief. It can be sadness. It can be sorrow. But definitely I do feel there's a situation that could be getting you down here, Taurus. Now, it could be describing a cross watcher, because that sometimes shows up in readings. So whether or not someone is in the energy of feeling defeated, okay, or feeling sad or feeling lost connected to you, and they're the ones overthinking it, right? You'll know which way this is flying. But I have got bottom of the deck 8 of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this is around work, or you're focused on work here. King of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles is a person who is hardworking, industrious, committed, invested. All right, Taurus, last 3, please. They've just pulled my eyes, oh wow, that's powerful, to the Strength card. Okay, I'm definitely feeling like some of you could be up against another person, right? And it's a battle of wills or a battle of strength. You can see that. They're literally competing to win, overcome the other person. So I don't know what's going on. If this is in the workplace and you're needing to show strength, to stand your ground. Another 5, Taurus, you have 555. And I think I've been sharing with you in previous readings. Last year I pulled 555. I saw it on the clock every day for about 6 months. Sure enough, I went through a period of change, had to move home, went through health challenges, like, oh, it was all going on. Some of you might be going through a difficult period here. We have got the moon showing up, Cancer and Pisces energy. Taurus. Okay, beautiful. We've got the 4 of Wands. Now I do see here I've got a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Knight of Swords with the 8 of Wands. 2 cards for me that really do showcase some fast communication or some fast action here, Taurus. So I don't know if someone's getting out of their head and they're either suddenly communicating or suddenly taking action. So it could be you or the cross watcher. Both of these are talking about, for me, communication connected to the 4 of Wands. Now, I pulled the 1111 card in my reading yesterday. I pulled it as an angel number, and it can talk about achievements, Taurus. It can talk about new beginnings, starting afresh. You've got the fresh start card. You might be seeing 1111 a lot and 555. I really feel this reading today is to encourage us, Taurus. It's to say that we have the power, we have the ability, we have the You know, it's not easy to get to King of Pentacles. So we have to trust that we have all the resources, all the talent, all the ability and strength. 7 of Wands, Strength card, 5 of Wands. You know, you might need to be really competing to win in a situation, or standing your ground in a situation. Feels like there's a season or a time where you might need to deal with some challenging circumstances, and it could be in the workplace. This is your last card, is beautiful. There's something aligning for you in divine timing with the Knight of Swords, 8 of Wands, whether it is through communication, because it can be a good news card, whether it is through someone who's been stuck in their head in the heart of the reading, and they're suddenly getting out of their head and taking action. Inspired thought, inspired communication, inspired action. And it brings about the 4 of Wands. So King of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, Injustice, Taurus. No matter what's showing up today, and these are not easy cards. You've got 5, 5, 5. So obstacles, challenges. It could even be some financial challenges here, Taurus. It could be situations that you're dealing with in the workplace. I feel for a lot of you it is in the workplace, but I feel if that's the case, you're having to trust and have faith that either justice is going to be served in a situation, or else there could be some sort of new beginning or new opportunity coming your way in the future here, Taurus. But either way, things are coming into alignment. So focus on the positive, okay? Let your fears dissolve. 1111 says things are going to be okay. Okay, there is going to be a reason to celebrate. There is going to be something coming into alignment for you. And I am picking up on this fresh start, wishes granted. 4 of Wands. So that's where I'm going to leave it, Taurus. I hope that encourages you. Okay, have faith. Believe in your abilities. No matter what odds you face, you have the talent, the resources, the commitment, the dedication, and the strength and power to overcome, and things will come into alignment. God bless, love, and light. Bye, Taurus.